Hello, my heroes and villains, is me, the ever illustrious Salty's Grand Tomato Slime Extraordinaire. We're back to finish off the Fate storyline for 4.4. You know the deal, it's all that stuff. The title's supposed to be Ishtar more like asshole, but apparently Twitch doesn't like it when you put asshole in your title, so dumb. Just like Twitch. But yes, we're back. Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what, guys? Hey, guess what? You can't actually see it very well. Got her light con. Yippee! You 2 has 1, let's go. I'm the best. My luck has run out, by the way. I did lose my 50-15 CCC. But, that's fine. That's not this game. This game is Fate right now. But yes, we're going to go until the end of tonight. The end of tonight. The end of the event tonight, until we are done and Ishtar has been purged and we have won. I need to turn you back into remembrance, because you don't work when you are not remembrance with Himiko. Hello, Wodan. It's been a while since you've been here live. How are you doing? No, I actually really like Ishtar a lot. It is a running bit in Fate, especially when Gilgamesh is around, that Ishtar is the worst, and we need to do everything we can to eliminate her and put her in her place. As I said last time, Ishtar is like one of the prime Babylonian goddesses, and she just like kind of constantly causes issues for everyone around her, especially Gilgamesh, which we have seen in everything she has done so far. Oh, hey, Alex is also here. Man, I do like Castrus's design. Alex's design is better. Which is weird, because it definitely has like less effort put into it. Wait, what? What do you mean she's your master now? How does, I mean, I guess she's technically alive again in the Eternal page, but how did she get here? I still don't really understand how you're here. I am glad to see her again. Actually, no, so it hasn't been that long since we've seen Castrus. Has been a while since we've seen Polixia. God, it's been... Well, no, because I guess we also see her at the end. Regardless. Also, I know that was the relic, but isn't that the fucking Flame Reaver's coat? I still don't understand how Polixia is your master, but okay. Yes, they are once again building a parallel between the Fate Stay Night events. Because in that, Sakura is Ryder's actual master, but transfers her command seals into basically a book that Shinji holds, which gives him like control over Ryder. Yeah, so they established that kind of in the first event, that the Throne of Heroes does exist, but is kind of being supplemented in this world because it's not directly connected to it. It is the Grail, like, kind of connecting to it. That's why we can get things from the actual Throne of Heroes. But anything from the world here is being pulled more from the imaginary tree and its form of memory, which are their kind of equivalent. Everything beside that is not a Fate character in this right now has been a living person, where all of them except for Odie in the first event were dead. There's always exceptions. It's not weird that Odie was summoned, but usually you have to be dead to be summoned through the Grail. Everything is literally being like transposed physically rather than anything spiritual in this event. The Grail is just strong enough and has enough magic and like trans-dimensional ability that it is able to even pull from the Eternal Pages. I still, though, it's the servants that have been pulled. I don't understand how it pulled Polixia also, because she's supposed to be the master here. That one's weird to me. It's not weird to me that it can pull from the Eternal Page, but it is weird that it would pull a master as well as a servant. Piloting a mech shouldn't be a problem either. You can do it, Casters. Sometimes I look at Castris and her butterfly motif, and I go, man, I wish they let Seela be a real character in this game. If rumors about the Star Rail ZZZ collab are true, it is gonna be really funny that Molly might voice Astra more in Star Rail than she does Seela. Man, though, her voice for Astra really does show that she was a great pick for Seela, because if they had done like HI3's idea of Seela, the soft and then the multi personality, she has that softer voice that she can use as well as the more gruff tomboy one that we see in this game. I already have Alloy King Pom Pom.
Yosh, 俺が全員分のプレゼントを買ってあげよう。ダメだよ。二人は恩人なんだから。
And now I help you more. I am the host after all.
星のお客さんだからおごらせるわけにはいかないだろう。
I guess technically we're the host to everyone. It is our Grail.
今夜の支払いは全部俺がするからな。じゃあ。
Is the Trailblazers Japanese voice actor? They're doing a great job. Probably the super articulated Glamoth Iron Cavalry. We're gonna put it on Pearl's tab, aren't we? She's like a kid in a toy store. I love this. So yeah, no, I don't think it's anything to do with censorship, specifically because nothing Hoyo has toned down at all in that regards. Who's Sakura? It is just like Bellabog as a whole hasn't been very important, much to my chagrin. Because Seela was in and was like a bigger part of the Cosmicon collective event. But the way Sela's character is, despite her being a leader of Wildfire, she's not actually really someone who cares about leading. That is why it is Bronya, or in the case of, I made fun of it in Amphorius, but it makes sense. It's either going to be Bronya or Serval that really is taking leadership roles, because they're the ones in the positions and have the drive to do it. Sela is just a very different character in Star Rail. I just wish they let her exist more. But that is, like I said, that is an issue of like all the Belobog characters. Belobog is just unfortunately the least popular, I wouldn't say popular, the least like utilized zone in the series. Though that said, like the fact that a lot of Sanjo characters have also gotten left by the wayside. When was the last time we talked to Yukon? Who should be really important? You really are a lot like Castris and her sister.
やっぱりこっちどうかなお姉ちゃんお姉ちゃん大丈夫ええ大丈夫心配ありません時間はまだありますからもう少し一緒に見て回りましょう
He's deteriorating
なんでもないわあの子たちも選び終わったみたいだし続きを見て回りましょうおやあちらにランナー技術の展示があるようです見たいすごいこれが科学の魅力ってことなの
Yeah, it is. This is the good part of capitalism. Are you gonna pick something?
実はもう選んでやるのあんたが見てない間にねこういうおもちゃの何が面白いのかずっとわからなかったんだけどこうして実物を目の前にしてしかも眼力によって魂が宿る様を見せられちゃったら世界に好奇心を抱くものならきっと誰もが
He's gonna break hers immediately.
すごいですが残念ながらメカ鎧がどのようにして動いているのか最後まで説明はありませんでした、ね。
I would not be surprised to hear that they cut a lot of specifically Bronya and Sela's plotline because their plotline in this, I complained about this at the time. I complained about it more when I started learning their HI3 plotline. They are basically treated like you know what happened in HI3. And if you don't, it is the worst plotline in Belobog because it just kind of happens and they assume you were going to like it. And I didn't. It was lame. They did not characterize either of them particularly well. They did not give me any reason to care about their relationship, and they still really haven't. I think Sela in this design is peak. I do kind of like her, but she is the most nothing character in this, and I hate Bronya. Which is a complete departure from how I feel in HI3, where those are like two of my top 3 characters. Even though Bronya constantly jobs and gets written out.
それは思いの投影だ
投影つまり精神分析における定義に近い概念ってこと
Because like a lot of Belobog is really good. Schrodinger's Pela aside.
いいえ簡単よ例えば
Like, I love the Landaus. I love Pela. I do actually think Okolia is a really good villain. Yeah, yippee, Sakura. I care so much about Sakura. I actually do like Sakura. I think she's a good character. She's just like by and away my least favorite character in Fate Stay Night. Especially, so okay, especially coming from Tsukihime, because I read Tsukihime first. The problem with Sakura is Nasu in his early stuff, and even now, but especially in his early stuff, tended to reuse plot lines, and Sakura really felt like a reuse of Kohaku and Fujino, and given the subject matter that all three of those characters deal with, it feels really cheap in a lot of ways. But I also think that, like, Sakura's a good character. There's a lot to her. It's just, eh. What is Rin doing in Honkai? We actually genuinely don't know. She just kind of is here, theoretically, probably through the kaleidoscope magic. She says she's looking for a world that is not devoid of mana. Everyone else was summoned through the grail that we have for some reason. This is the second Fate crossover. What was the actual exact question? What makes Mechatrons move? Yeah, I mean, it is path power. So yes, I do usually do English dub. I had this pinned last time. Unfortunately, none of the, due to a variety of reasons, none of the Fate characters are voiced in English. In combat, you can change their, you can make it so that their JP lines play with everything else being the English dub, but not for cutscenes. So I am doing the JP dub for the Fate event so that it can, everything can actually be voiced consistently. Because I would rather have the English dub on, but so it be. Aelist's Japanese voice actor is also the Demi-Fiend? The Demi-Fiend is voiced? I guess in the remake. She may have said more, or I might be remembering things that Albert told us. Yeah, so, the second magic is literally what the kaleidoscope is. That is Zelrich's true magic, that she has some knowledge and understanding of. The second magic is what lets Zelrich go between dimensions. I can never remember what number they all are, so I just say, oh, it's the true magic. Because they're all numbered. A true magic. Casners, what do you pick? Yes, she... Oh, I should read the quest descriptions too. I've read pretty much everything else. Quest descriptions change so much that I forget to. Wow, there's a lot more stuff in this now. Tazaka, what do you pick? Alloy King, Pom Pom! Wait, but that was mine. I guess, you know what, this makes sense. You're the master. You two are the real sisters. Swapping twice means back to zero. Wait, why did Rin also eh? You two are the real sisters here. I don't understand. I don't know why Rin ed. Make up an employee ID. Racking your brain, you scramble the few numbers you can remember into something resembling an employee ID. Who are we charging this to? Are we charging this to Scott? Okay, no, it is Pearl. We are putting it on Pearl's tab. How do we not just have Aventurine's credit card? I feel like he's given it to us enough times. I miss Scott. Run! Run away before they can question it!
ご購入いただいた商品のご用意ができました。あれ、お客様？スリル満点だったね。やっぱり全力を出したらこの車椅子はゴーノースさんよりずっと速いと思ってたんだ。
There's an anime coming out next season that's like a robot in a wheelchair. And I don't know what to think of it, but it looks crazy. So this is the true power of the lady forklift.
そんな言葉を聞いたか知らないけど、あんたは今絶対にその言葉を使うべきではない相手に使ったわよ。私たちは生涯この聖杯戦争を忘れることはないでしょう。
Lady Forklift is one of the nicknames for Luvia. Rin's rival and greatest enemy and greatest friend, who is for some reason extremely strong, and is like her family has like a grappling style that she uses.
そうよ。だってあなたたちこの銀河へ来るのは初めてだったんでしょ？ですがもっと深い理由があります。私にもあなたにも。分かっています。
I want a giant mecha pom-pom.
遠坂さんだけのものですから。
I want a giant mecha pom-pom to run destruction across the universe.
お互い胸に秘めたままにしておきましょう。遠坂さんが再び旅立てるよう、今は何としてもイシュタルを打ち破らなくては。伝説に歌われる女神を倒す。なんだか紡がれた物語にある黄金栄たち。
Alright, so I guess we caught her up on as I've written.
おかしな偶然もあったものね。ええ。そして私たちはそのためにここにいるのです。
I think Gin means silver, doesn't it? That's why Gintoki's name is that.
私たちの力を役立てていただきたいのです。さすがは女子誌の英雄ね。でもタイタンを倒した方法ってメソポタミアの神にも同じように
it literally means silver.
遠坂さん、まだお気づきになりませんか？私は倒すのではなく、打ち勝つ。
I noticed we're panning up to this robot that we were able to pilot before that doesn't actually have any combat capabilities.
タイタンであれ、神々であれ。
I guess it can like spin and move, and that's kind of enough, but
あまりに歪償であることは否めません。アリが巨獣に挑み、
yeah, but we've already done it.
倒そうなどと考えるのは
Ishtar's kind of insane in power level, though. That said,
だけど勝負のルールを自分たちで用意できたとしたら、アリが巨獣に打ち勝つ方法だって無数にあるはず。
did your distinction in Penacony? That's interesting.
無数の女子
Well, did they in the Japanese script, though?
そのようにして生まれてきたのです。
We never piloted this one, made a smaller replica.
私たちで
Okay. Well, they specifically said that this one like doesn't actually have any like piloting capabilities or like combat. Like this one's just for show. Is that something we can whip up on the spot?
火花さんのサーバントとして過ごしていた間、あちらのアーチャーさんから 冬季で起こったことについて聞く
You
機会があ
do?
りました。
Because Archer doesn't.
聖杯戦争そのものについてもいくらか理解を深められたと思います。その上で現状の私たちが実行可能な策はこれ以外にないかと。アーチャーから。へえ。
Also, basing anything off of the fifth Holy Grail War is a problem because that one was already fucked up.
私のための聖杯戦争。なるほど。つまり私がイシュタルより先に聖杯の魔力を取り込むことで
I would rather not summon anger, mind you.
そういうことね。けど今あるこの聖杯についての儀式はもう組み上がった後でしょ。この聖杯でもう一つ儀式を構築するのは難しいと思うけど。
We can't pull more characters
そ
in.
こは心配いらないよ。
We'd bloat the event too
だって
much.
この聖杯戦争にはもう一つ聖杯があるんだから。
Of course there are. Ew, girl. That would explain why some of the
問題は
classes don't
もう一
exactly
つの
line up.
聖杯が今どこにあるかってこと。大丈夫。私たちみんなよく知ってる人が持ってるから。あったらきっと驚くんじゃないかな。
That said, I guess us being Trailblazer does make sense, and then Gilgamesh has been summoned before as Gilgamesh.
心強い味方になってくれると思う。これで
Like in CCC, he is summoned as Gilgamesh, under no class, I believe.
遠坂さん、あなたはこの二層楽園を救うために旅を諦められますか？
She doesn't like it, but yeah. Rin's selfish, but she's still a good person. That's not a fair thing to ask.
いいえ、この件の原因は私。なら、私が筋を通すのが道理でしょ?
It is one of the things I actually really like about Rin. Rin is a very selfish, self-obsessed person, but she will, despite how much she complains about it, at the end of the day, make the selfless, like, magnanimous decision.
何かを失ったならまた取り戻せばいい。何も失わないと信じているからこそ。
She's also competent enough, but that is a fair belief for her to have.
大丈夫。覚悟なら旅に出るときにもう決めてるから。
'Cause yeah, every time she loses or fails at something, she pivots to something else.
遠坂さん、そう重く考えないでください。神に打ち勝つ、その役目を担うのは私たちですから。
I miss Medea.
たとえどれほど無数の財宝であろうと、その価値は二つの魂には及ばない。
I don't know, money's nice.
そうは思いませんか？まさかあなたたち自分たちの現像の体を聖杯に投じて魔力に変えるつもり？
Parallels.
ダメ、そんなのダメよ。ご心配ありがとうございます、遠坂さん。神の力というのは想像以上に強大なもののようです。ほんの一瞬、彼女を
I hate this area so much because the like BGM it has, the crowd sound like will stutter, and I can't tell if it's my headphones or the background. I think ominous foreshadowing in Rin's words, their other self told us that we would soon lose everything. Well, they lost everything is the idea. We're changing that so that we don't, in part because of their influence. The things are going to more or less consistently work out for us, for better or worse, because the story of Star Rail is a bad end has already occurred. We're seeing the true path line. In Zero Escape terms, we're seeing a Sigma that is going beeline from start to the true ending without having to do any of the bad endings, because other Sigmas are telling him like nudging him here and there, telling him to not do this and not do that, partially through Elio, but
それに皆さんが紡がれた物語の中で私たちの新たな冒険譚を心待ちにされていますから。
Zero Escape is actually a really bad example that ends with going back to the beginning, but
いけませんよね。
but you know what I mean.
私たちと遠坂さんの背負う使命はきっと別のもの。しかし人々は自然の法則を変えられるものもまた。
This has actually made me care a lot more about Castoreth, because like this monologue itself is, I like this a
それ
lot.
が火を追う旅であれ魔術であれ
Because yeah, for the most part, like,
運命であろうとも
what does it matter if something is like quote unquote natural or like the quote unquote laws of nature if it makes human existence
そ
better?
こに存在しているのですから。
We exist and we continue. Like, we should be able to shape things to our betterment, but not in the way that rich people shape things to their benefit for the worsening of everyone else and humanity as a whole.
私と妹は生まれながらにお互いの絆を奪われていました。ですが
I hate when people say that something is unnatural, because like human society is unnatural. The ability to do this stream is unnatural, but it is a sign of human progression that has made human life better and easier through time. Building houses in the way we do is unnatural. Farming the way we do is unnatural. But very few people would say it is bad.
進み続けてきたのだと。それが旅の終わりに私がようやく手にできた絆。私たちがリンゴ
I miss Emphoria so much.
リンゴに知性の種をまくことができた理由。私たちはもう
I miss Emphoria just so much.
それこそが
The themings of it, the storytelling. Say Emphorias were bad or wrong and shouldn't be allowed to play this
大
game.
切なものだったのです。今私は
And returned from Hades
それ
adventure
をあなたに
advertising
託し
crowd.
たいと思っています。感謝の気持ちとして、そして何より同じ旅人への祝福として、誰の目にもあなたは確かに
Goodbye again, Castoreth. I'll miss you again.
どうかいつまでもずっと変わらずに
I want Finon to come with us.
輝き続けてください。ありがとう、キャストレスさん、ボリュシアさん。あなたたちが向けてくれ
Granted,
た
like,
信頼は
actually, genuinely, I think Ceridra is the most likely
そ
to
して最も大
hop on
切
the
な
train. I've talked about that
私が
before.
旅を続けるためのこの力もね。
I think I talked about this at the end. I don't think Castoreth, Cypher, Aglaya, or Hyacinth would leave Amphorius. I think Finon, Cyrene, Ceridra, and Hycillans following Ceridra would be likely to hop on the train, or would want to hop on the train. Anaxa would immediately go to the Genius Society. My Day probably would also stay on Inforce. I don't think he'd be big to leave. But I do think Ceridra is actually the most likely to join the train, because in one of the loops, that is basically what she did. She basically became a nameless and went adventuring. The thing she said is interesting. She's including paths in the breaking of natural laws. Perhaps it's true, and perhaps to think otherwise, that they are simply natural laws to be tricked by the shadows and the kid. Yeah, actually, honestly. Like, it's something that's been reinforced a bunch of times, which is why people like Lygus are explicitly wrong, is that the rules of this universe can constantly be changed and influenced by humanity. Because it is almost always from something mortal that a path arises. And every time they arise, a new law is added to the universe, a new set of rules, and a new way things are changed. Like, that's why Lygus is wrong, because so many paths, including the Enigmata, arise after Noose, which changed things on a fundamental level. I've gone over that so much, but I do genuinely love it. It's supposed to be Hades' Helm of Invisibility, okay.
おあつらい向きの宝物だったでしょうね。けど不運にも彼女たちは火花に目をつけられ、決戦は近い。でも今の私は確信しているわ。
We still haven't seen who's running with Saber. I'm still honestly kind of expecting it to either be us or be Himeko. But it's probably going to be us again. So we have 2 archers. There's no assassin. I think this is translated wrong. I think they're supposed to be assassin. That makes more sense to me than archer. But this game has good enough translation that I don't think it would be mistranslated. Bane to walk to Evernight. Oh yeah, right. Evernight was more than just her name. Oh, it's just a mill card. I understand. You know, I'm gonna actually get rid of this. I understand that mill cards are very good, but also I want things. Scammer using my name to pull his constitution, Dimato's counterpart. Well, that explains everything. A gentle and compassionate older sister. If compared to a butterfly or flower, we read that part. She will cry and apologize and slaying every last attacking enemy, not to be underestimated. A shy, introverted younger sister. If compared to a butterfly or flower, she's more like the latter. However, she seems to hide a fiery side deep down. As the twin Chrysosaur of the Death Titan, her abilities should be similar to her sister's. Too bad we won't get to see her in action this time. There was a book that added to what we know of Enigmata at the TV tower, because the way Fast and Life transmission works, that they're broadcasting through missiles of Dark Zone, where the speed of light isn't true. Yeah, that makes sense. I've always said, like, it's stuff like that. It's the Silver Rail of the Trailblaze. Using imaginary energy, like, is how we are getting around all these zones. They are definitely in the same universe. Otherwise, it wouldn't. A lot of the stuff that they've been doing wouldn't make sense. We are just using past energy and powers to do stuff in ways that don't adhere to, like, quote-unquote natural laws of physics. Using Mythos for that is actually great. I love that. I guess, have you updated? Ray, all that's missing is the Holy Grail. Even with the Holy Grail, my level cap still won't reach 120. When do you guys think they're just gonna up the level cap? They'll definitely up it to 100 at some point, right? Hello, Grail. Even though it's so confident just now, you probably noticed by this point, Master, the Saber Master Servant pair of the Holy Grail War. I was just talking about that. I talked about it last time too, but I was literally just saying that. If it looks like I'm moving weird, it's because I was moving it with one hand. It's a gem that I used to summon you. Is that your secret money stash? No, wait. That you used to summon me. You could reveal this as an arbiter of equilibrium and administer our next equilibrium quest in person. I'm actually genuinely surprised the equilibrium has not played more of a part in things. Just because I want to know what the concept of equilibrium really does mean on the grand scale. Because you would have thought that they would have moved to activate against Iron Tomb. Because Iron Tomb was like an explicit balance changer of the universe. Like most things, even most things that the destruction is doing are not on a level to actually shift cosmic balance, but Iron Tomb definitely was. Was it Ishtar?
現像生命である彼女にとって神聖はかえって枷になる。だって存在を維持するのに普通の現像種とは比べ物にならないほど膨大な、それこそ天文学的な数字の量の眼力が必要になるはずなもの。だから
You can tell that it's about to be important because an equilibrium NPC showed up on the train recently? Do you just mean arbitration, or was there another one that I missed?
この砕けた宝石が何よりの証拠よ。
Oh wait, or were they? Yeah, okay, no, yeah, you do mean anomaly arbitration. Yeah, no, I know they're a manifestation of the equilibrium. I just wouldn't call that recent at this point. Like 6 months ago. Hi, Saber. No, wait. I definitely do know this voice actor. The problem is I don't know who they would be in Star Rail. Like, that's Saber. I do not have any misgivings on that. I can't place that, though. Rin, how do you not recognize your girlfriend's voice? This is supposed to be from Unlimited Blade Works. She is your servant at the end of that. Also, how did we not recognize that? It's also our servant. Yeah, I know. This probably isn't actually, like, exactly Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah, like, despite them saying this is an Unlimited... I guess they haven't actually said this one is an Unlimited Blade Works crossover. But, like, that is clearly primarily what they're pulling from, but they have pulled from other things that shouldn't be understood in just that. But still, how do neither of you recognize Saber's voice? Oh, okay. It was just a ghost. Okay.
ここに二人もいるとは。
I can't go back. Was it though?
実に
I think it was.
久しいな、セイバ
ー。ここにも服をちゃんと着ない男がいるのか。
Okay, no, it wasn't.
僕の見間違いじゃないよな。
マスター。
Who would be champion of justice?
この男。
They're
いろ
blocking
いろと
it.
難はありますが、手強い相手です。財宝が目当てならかかってくるといい。
Okay, no, she does recognize them. She does have memories.
我が剣で迎え撃と
ー。いいだろう。それでこそ俺が見込んだ女よ。だが今はまだこの胸に飛び込む時ではない。おい、そこの白髪の命令だ。貴様の剣をこの俺に向けよ。孤独に火を背負うもの。
Is it Fynot? Yeah! Why is he the master?
その答えを貴様の剣で示せ。
Fynot! I don't care about you. Get out of here, Saber. Fynot!
その戦い方、面白いな。
I should have recognized him. He's just... It's so different from Kevin.
マスター。いや、今回は同じサーバントのみ。
This is actually really funny. She's calling us master, which means she does remember this. But both of these people have been her master. From my amateur weeking, it seems like there was a specific timeline she became the president. Yeah, Unlimited Blade Works. So, okay. The ending of Unlimited Blade Works is she is directly learning. She goes to the clock tower and is directly learning from both Waver and Zelrech. I believe also, in Fate, Strange Fake, that is true, because Strange Fake is kind of an big alternate offshoot of Strange Fake is a weird timeline. Oh, is it also Kaelus's voice? Okay. I think that was what I was thinking, but again, I don't have a concept of these characters connected to these voices. Even when they are voices that I know, like, I don't have those connections. Oops.
Ishtarか。いや。
Rin does, in most time, end up, working in some way with Zelrech because of her family connections. I knew we'd meet again.
同感です。ですが立場が違えば、剣を交え
No, we don't. That's my bro right there. That's my partner.
魔力が違います。
I would never fight Fynot.
あなたは本物のリン。まさか。
セイバー？よかった。やっとまと
What do you mean? You can talk to Ku?
でもあなた、私の知ってるセイバーとは。
Well, she's gone through at least one more event since, wait!
私も同感です。
No, not...
どうやらあなたは、私の記憶にあるリンとは異なる世界から来たようですね。
The way they're talking... Although, actually, a lot of things thinking about it don't line up for being Unlimited Blade Works. Saber is still manifested, like, permanently, at the end of Unlimited Blade Works. She is Rin's servant and is just still there. So neither of those dialogues line up with Unlimited Blade Works.
いえ、それでもやはり私の知るリンですね。比例をお詫びします。先ほど
Are Fynot and Gilgamesh fighting in the background?
警戒せざるを得なかったのです。
They sure are.
あいつにどこかやられてない？
いいえ、私はともかくマスターは戦いに
Fynot's the best.
もっとだ。もっと来い。
それに奴には殺意がなく、ただ財宝を奪いたいだけのようでした。 ウルクの大敗。その扱いをめぐってマスターと意見が食い違い、やむを得ず決闘という形で決めることになったのですが。
行くぞ英雄王。財宝の蓄えは十分か。
I do actually like that it's Finon, because Finon is one of the people that I think like is comparable to like upper, maybe not upper, but like mid upper tier Fate characters. Like I think he could feasibly fight off against Gilgamesh. I think the planet would be decimated before either of them would actually be defeated.
あんたたち
少し静かに。
俺を完全に本気にさせることは叶わなかったが
I mean, it's possible it's more explicit in Heaven's Field. The thing is, the Unlimited Blade Works timeline is one of the more consistently used ones of afterwards. Rin does a lot of the same things in all three of them. It is left somewhat vague what she does. Now, it also has been a long time since I've read Fate's Midnight. But, like, she explicitly goes to the clock tower in Unlimited Blade Works with Waver and does meet Zelrech there again. The characterization of Rin doesn't line up to me if it were Heaven's Feel. Especially because one, also, if they were doing Heaven's Feel, they would be using Sakura. Like, there's no doubt in my mind there. She also would have a very different reaction to seeing Saber if she were from Heaven's Feel. Like, I could see this being an unrelated or a I don't think either of those are true. They explicitly say that the like promotional wise said that the first event was an Unlimited Blade Works crossover. I have no reason to doubt that. There was nothing in the characterization that didn't line up with that. The only caveat would be Saber again still being alive, but the Grail is stuff. My thing with that is I don't think the characterization in that she has here lines up with Fate at all. She does not, in part because of what Shiro is and how he acts in that route, she does not gain the same casual joy that she does in Unlimited Blade Works. Saber becomes a lot more socialized in Unlimited Blade Works, which fits way more with this. As for... I just don't... I mean, this might just be because I'm kind of a Heaven's Feel hater. I don't feel like a lot of the reactions of Rin here would make sense from... Here's the other thing. All of these characters are really... They're Fate Go Carnival Phantasm interpretations. They are the amalgamated versions that pull aspects and plot lines from all three of them. I don't think Rin... I don't think Rin is sad enough to be from the Heaven's Feel timeline. Especially in relation to Saber. Because Saber is absolute tragedy in that route. So there is hero shouldering that. What was the actual question? I can't check. Oh, right. Why do I keep Why do I keep getting bossed around by shirtless weirdos? It's either here shouldering the weight of the world.
相変わらずジョークがうまいね。
I don't know, was that a joke?
久しぶり。
It wasn't a
僕
good
の
one.
最高の相棒。
それで終わった？ただ手合わせするためだけにわざわざ出向くなんて、あなた本当に私が知っているあの金ピカなの？
たわけ。俺がここに来たのは
I also don't think
取り戻すた
Rin
めだ。
has anywhere near the same connection to
武装、
Gilgamesh
勇士、そして
in
宝章。
Heaven's Feel.
その一つとて欠けてはならん。
Because Gilgamesh was also actually
神
like
々の
taken
面
out
星が浪した愚策なぞ。時期
pretty
砕かれよう。
early and simply in Heaven's Feel. His main role is Unlimited Blade Works.
出陣って決戦まではまだ何日かあるでしょ？
勝機はすでに我が手中にある。すぐに挑まぬ道理があるか？白髪の
Gil is, if I were to pick what he's acting more like, he's acting much more like he does in CCC and Strange Fate. But he is definitely being pulled from plot-wise Stay Night.
無論拒否権はない。
So, she definitely was like forlorn about Castris and Plixia. That's in part, I think, because of what their story is, because she said she read as I've written. She is also comparing them to Sakura and the stuff Sakura went through, and thinking about that, you know, especially people connected to her aren't gonna not be sad. Let's talk about rewards first.
神の相手なら得意だしね。セイバー。
I should go.
どうやらこっちの問題の方が
I'm not gonna
そうだ。
reread the visual novel, obviously. That's gonna take too long. I should rewatch Unlimited Blade Works, and then I never did watch the Heaven's Feel movies.
この件は救済のために。
But no, genuinely,
あなたと
I
肩を並べられ
fully
るのは光栄で
believe
す。
if they were pulling from Heaven's Feel,
ライバルがまた増え
it
た
would
な。
be
なら
Sakura.
僕たちの絆をしっかり見
Like
せ
just
つけてあ
because
げ
of
よう。
that, I don't believe that they would be pulling from Heaven's Feel.
これで7組のマスターとサーバント、14の英雄が全員揃った。神に抗う英雄が勢ぞろいね。意外なのはいつも不遜なあの金ピカが自分から動いたことかしら。ウルクの大敗。あいつは決戦を前に
Ilya.
それで主演を開くつもりみたい。
I am interested to see what they do with Fate next year. Use 2 magical energy and draw 2 cards. It's kind of free. Honestly, it might be... It might be this. I feel like we get ultimates enough that that's not that big a deal. Draw, gain 2 energy and draw. I mean, this is just Pot of Greed. Oh no, it's next turn. Oh, that's even better, actually. I don't know. I guess I don't know how. I assume we're getting Saber here. We'll get rid of Rule Breaker. I don't think I swapped them. I've lost track of the plot in this quest because I was talking instead of reading. Don't worry, you're fine. We just have met up with Finon and Saber, really, is the main thing here. We're gonna do something. Ishtar is being a problem, as always. A kind, humble, and honorable crisis warrior. Oh my god, of course he's the Shiro parallel. A hero that the people have high hopes for, perfect in every sense of the word. Too bad his fashion sense seems pretty basic. Dawnmaker, anti-personal weapon? An exquisitely crafted greatsword, as perfect as its owner. I haven't noticed any special functions yet, but then again, there's no way an ordinary person can forge a weapon like this, right? So he's actually nothing like Shiro, but at the same time, he's the perfect analog for Shiro. Especially the tragic hero aspect. Earnest and composed, she is the indisputable king of knights, loyal to her master. Though she'd never admit it, she also has a stubbornly competitive and childish side. Anti-Fortress Noble Phantasm, this is no man-made weapon, but an armament of the gods forged by the planet. As a noble phantasm standing at the pinnacle of sacred sword, its power is nothing to scoff at. True, in current canon. That was definitely not true when Fate Stay Night originally came out. They've added so much to Favor's lore over the years. We'll find out once we get a look.
主演の後はいよいよ決戦ね。決戦だろうと出陣前の会議だろうと万全の状態で
I
全力を
hope
尽く
it's
す
not
わよ。
ending that soon. I was pretty sure when I was checking times on other VODs that there was a bunch left.
ただの結界だ。聖杯の原点の力、その氷山の一角に過ぎん。こ
That's
こは
not
現月
exactly
の
where
地
we
底
are.
現月遊戯の禁地らしい。我が王宮の絢爛さには及ばぬが、風雅な趣がある。特にこの大樹の佇まいは
He's probably asleep right now, but I want Evanescence to come up and stab you.
貴様らのような俗物に王の意向を拝ませる道理などみじんもないが、あの女神を討つというのなら破格の例外を認めてやろう。志ある者、前に出よ。俺と共に神をほふるのだ。
Isn't as cool a banquet of kings as in Fate Zero?
神に喧嘩を売る前の宴か。なんだかカイザーを思い出すな。
I miss her.
今はただ心ゆくまで組み交わす時だ。さて者ども、申してみよう。俺の秘蔵の品はこの世界のものと比べてどうだ？
I don't know, it's no soul
率直
glad.
に述べるがよい。何安心しろ。陽動もいる。酒は一切入っていない。
Just because I'm only 2 years old doesn't mean I can't drink. I'm actually technically like thousands of years old.
濃厚な蜂蜜にクローブとバニラのまろやかな甘み、柑橘系の爽やかな酸味と、そして大地のように重厚で悠久な温かみ、それらが完璧に調和している。まるで天空に築かれた春の庭園に足を踏み入れたかのような、間違いなく極上の味わいね。残念なところがあるとすれば、喪失の恐怖が混ざっているところかしら。
そうだ、喪失の恐怖。程よい苦みがなくては秘蔵の品とは言えんからな。そのもう一つの名は優越。それこそが万物の根源たるものだ。
伝説の
In Firefly's Devil May Cry chair. No, it's Miyabi's Devil May Cry chair.
それは俺の
Actually, it is actually kind of funny that this is. Oh my god, no! It is explicitly just a fucking deck chair. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. It's just gold.
今更背負うもの
That's
が
so
増えたって
funny.
構わないさ。聞かせてくれ。
在王の何たるかも知らぬ狂人か。
God, I can't actually remember. Was the Firefly in the chair official material or was that fan material?
耳を澄まし。
I cannot remember because it's almost indistinguishable sometimes.
法とは失うことと
Miyabi, I know, was fan material.
かつて神々は法の代行者として両者の均衡を司り、それによって祭りごとを続けてきた。だがそれも神々が人間を創生するまでの話。神と異なり人間の欲には再現がない。世界の様相はそんな奴らの欲望のままに。
It was Silverwolf's trailer. Okay,
時
yeah,
間
yeah,
さえあれば星の断りさえも改ざんしてしまうだろう。 神々は自らが
I
全
did
て
watch
きた
that
方
one. I
が
have seen
いず
that
れ
one.
覆されることを予見していた。そして神は喪失の恐怖を覚えたのだ。
面白いね。同じ神でもオンパロスのタイタンの場合、そのほとんどが人と共に歩む道を選んでいる。
アイオンであっても人に敵意を抱くのは稀よ。
It is interesting that Gilgamesh is talking as if he is talking about all gods. He is very explicitly talking about the Babylonian gods.
数と欲望、そのどちらも手に負えぬ人類を前に、神々はやむを得ず人間と融合する道を選んだ。
Like, this is not exactly how the fate, Greek gods are, which there are technically two versions of that. I don't want to get into that. It's definitely not how a lot of the Japanese gods are. And then there's the outer gods, who fucking love humanity.
重い使命を背負った根血の神の子が生まれた。それはまるで神が天から大地に打ち込んだ。
I take everything back what I've said before. I hope the next I don't actually know what I said before. I hope the next Fate crossover is with CCC. I want BB here.
後に神々を覆したらしいぜ。親友とやらと。
Friendly reminder that BB looked at, ate, and fused with Nyarlathotep, and her personality came out dominant in the EFCO summer event. I love BB. I miss BB. I want her to interact with Sparkle.
神なぞ知ったことではない。
なるほどね。これでようやく分かったよ。どうして初めて会った時から不思議な引力を感じていたのか。
Gilgamesh actually would fit in great in Amphoreus.
考え方が似ているようだ。
He is constantly striving for more. I actually think Gilgamesh would be a very good representation of the Trailblaze. Like, he himself is kind of an asshole, but his whole deal is he is constantly looking for more and aspiring to better himself and the things that he does.
僕たちが似ているのはあくまで一部の考え方だけだし。
Kazak's fiance was Cthulhu, but how much was it actual Cthulhu? I actually don't know. I know that's the name, but also, that said, Cthulhu is genuinely, in terms of the outer gods, nothing tier. Cthulhu is so weak compared to, like, Nyarlathotep and, what's the fucking name? What's Abby fused with? Now, Cthulhu may be fused with my favorite servant, but I can't remember their name. I wish I cared about FGO. I really, every time I like start to peek back into Fate, I'm reminded how much I love it. But I just, FGO is such a bad game. I wish they would animate every arc and not just Babylon.
真なる神の姿でこの世界にとどまり続けるためにあいつは聖杯を欲しているってところかしら。
Killed the rest of her version of the Elder Gods, and her version of the Elder Gods was bitches.
聖杯戦争とは言えまい。聖杯が願いに応える願望記ならばよく考えてみろ。貴様らが分け与えられた財宝は己にとって何を意味しているのか。
失うことと得ること。失うことへの恐怖は得ることへの渇望の裏返しということかしら。でもあの年代物のお酒は
I mean, it is the idea that you cannot have something that spurs the desire to get things.
有給でも取ってゆっくり寝ろって意味じゃねえか。願望なら俺は一つだと思ってるぜ。
through some of this dialogue getting more online, or on board with Kuchiba being part of the equilibrium.
俺らのもらったお宝を見てたら、きっと嬉しさのあまりベイビーを連発してたに違えねえ。
浅はかなやつめ。治安官、貴様がこの場にいるということは、白日のもとにさらせぬ秘密を抱えているということだ。だが今ここでハケとは言わん。余興の種はたやすく潰すものではない。それもまた王の器量というものだ。
私たちに分け与えられたのは大敗。美しき夢の世界での冒険を終え、願望機はもはや私にとって重要なものではなくなりました。ですがあなたにとってはきっとそうではないのでしょう。今この時、大敗の力で仲間を限界させ、共に
He
ひと
doesn't
と
need
きを過ご
to.
すことを
Like
望みますか？
that's gonna happen eventually anyway.
あなたの過去を知った今。
Oh no, he was definitely saying. I mean, he even directly said, like he was talking about the concept of
しかしその
aftertaste.
願いは渇望からではなく、後悔。そして
But no, like Gilgamesh genuinely feel like is someone that would embark on the Trailblaze, even if he did not realize he was doing it and would never admit that he was doing it.
そこまで見抜くなんて、君って本当にすごいね。
Yeah, he is a very good parallel to Shiro
あなた
and
と仲間
Saber.
たちは世界を救うため燃え尽き、奇跡としか言いようのない一筋の生への希望をつかみ取りました。
Probably in like 4 patches
も
or
し次
something.
の機会が訪れたなら、私は心から願いましょう。
Like the fact that Emphorius clearly ends on a hook. They talk about how it is forming. We still have the Eternal Page. And that Emphorius' storyline in the I forget what it's called, but the thing where you can look at all the story arcs. The fact that it's not listed as finished like the others are means like they are going to come back to Emphorius.
きっとどんな旅路も似たようなものなんだろう。前に進めば必ず何かを失う。ずっと同じ場所にとどまれば恐怖と向き合わなくて済むかもしれないけど、気づかぬうちによりかけがえのない何かを永遠に失ってしまう。
He's not wrong.
一つの物語の終わりに、あらゆる物質的な均衡の果てに無から生まれたもの。
I mean, this is part of the whole concept of the Trailblaze.
会いたくないと言ったら嘘になる。だけど僕の独りよがりでみんなに儚い夢を
I
見
wonder
せ
if
る
this isn't. I mean, no, he called us our partner, so it has to be at least some version of our Finon. But
その願いを抱いた自分を責
like,
め
he's not
誰かに素敵な
talking
未来を見せたいって気持ちは
as if he is
決して間違っていないわ。
in the Eternal Page.
私も完全に認めてるわけじゃないけど、こういうことを言う人もいたの。
I guess it could just be the concept
より多くの
of
人に笑っ
he
て
would
もらえ
like
る
to see
うち、
Emphorius return to what it was
た
rather
とえそ
than
れが
being trapped
別れ
in
の
the
笑
the
顔で
form
あっ
that
て
it
も
is now.
その道
With
が
only like a
間
handful
違
of
っているは
people
ずなんてない。
rather than really like everything that it was. Oh, hi, Archer.
さて、そろそろ
It's kind of unclear how much is actually in the Eternal Page.
話し合いましょう。
Like, we see a bunch of NPCs that were important or that we
何
connected
か策で
to.
もあるのか。
But it, like, it can't be every single person from Emphorius.
あと一応、そこの金ピカのおかげでね。ギルガメッシュ、
And Finon was friends with a lot of people beyond the Crisis
主従の
Heirs.
指定をやり直して、霊児をすべて一人に集めることができるかしら。
おい、
No, we're gonna pull a Kirei.
今魔力って言ったか？
ええ、眼力を注いだところで、せいぜい出来上がるのは現像聖杯戦争の模造品。それじゃあ意味ないわ。ルールに縛られている限り、人間が神に勝つなんて到底不可能だもの。だから自分たちに有利なルールを作らなくちゃ。魔術師による本物の聖杯戦争をやってやろうじゃない。 だって魔術師なんてものは根源に到達し神をも超越しようとする狂人の集まりなんだから。
それには俺も同意見だ
I
が、
really am
そ
interested
の
to
魔力
see
はお嬢
what
ちゃ
they
ん
will
が苦
do
労
when
し
they
て回収した
revisit
もんだ。
Emphorius.
それを聖杯戦争の儀式のために突っ込んだら、あんた二度とこの銀河から出られなくなるぞ。
There's a list with every named Emphorius. Well, that's the thing is like, but even all named characters, not all of Emphorius. Even all the characters that we see isn't all of Emphorius. It's I don't know. It would make sense for it to be everything. It also would make sense for it not to be. I want Emphorius back. I miss Emphorius. I miss Emphorius so much. You join us on the Express.
もう決めたことよ。イシュタルの冥界
Wouldn't be the first time we pulled
に
someone from.
宝石を全
Well,
部剥ぎ取られたって。
it's probably not a different universe actually, but from far from home into the
何も
team.
失うことはないって信じてきたからこそ、私はここまで来れたの。この先の道だって今まで通り突き進むわ。たとえその道が地獄につながってても。
When do you think they're gonna make Vita playable?
歩き続ける。
There's no way she doesn't end up playable at some point with all the hints they've been putting about her.
浅はか、無知、愚昧、滑稽。だがその強情っぷり気に入ったぞ。持って行け。我が王道を実践せよ。大敗を携え、意のままに世界を蹂躙するがいい。
いや、そんな荒っぽいことしないから。でも、大敗はありがたくもらっておくわね。
Yeah, I mean, the state of Emphorius now is where it's kind of like, it's stagnant in that nothing can fully change and nothing can develop, but they are all still alive. The people that are alive are living and can interact and can grow personally. They just can't do anything like on a physical level. Rules are made to be broken.
さて、作戦の
And
核
the
心。
world of the page cannot
彼
change
のフォーグにつ
because
い
it's
てだ
already
けど
been written.
ここに来てから私は多くを失ってきた。でもそれと同じくらい得るものもあったわ。彼と契約を結び、過去の好敵手や友人、さらにもう一人の自分とも再会できた。みんなと同じ目標の
I
ために
do
走
really
り回
wonder when
っ
they're
て
gonna push the
これまで
Kiana
の旅
button
とこれ
in
か
this
らの
one.
旅のため
It's
に
now the
乾
only
杯を
one
し
that
た。
hasn't in some way.
そして何より大切なのは、お互いのことを何も知らなかった私たちが心を開き合える存在になれたこと。もしずっと一人で頼れるサーバントのあなたがいなかったら、絶対にここまで来られなかったわ。
この何より強い絆こそが俺たちの最強の武器だ。
It is my noble phantasm, my origin. It is proof of my trailblazing.
どうやらその絆はこいつのサーバントとしての進化を引きずり出せるほど十分強固なもんみてえだな。
この武装の真実が何なのかは誰に
It
も
is
わからな
really
いけど
funny to me that like the Medhat is just part of the character design now. I forget that it's weird until sometimes I snap back to like, hey, you know,
一時的に実現できるはず。
no one's pointing out the weird hat.
第二魔法平行世界の運営を司る魔法か。
ええ、それで平行世界から眼力を吸い上げて。
Oh, okay, yeah. That's literally something Zelrich does all the time. Not
た
with
だ
Wish
不
Power,
安要
but
素があるとすれば、聖杯はこれまで彼に何の知識も授けてないことね。ましてや、こういう結界みたいな封印して待ったなしの
well,
大
wouldn't
魔
need
術と
to
言われ
impart
ば
knowledge into me because I'm just I'm from
新
here.
象風景をどう解き放てばいいか分かってないの。
バビロンの蔵は万物を収蔵する。その時が来たら必勝の切り札を投じてやろう。
You have the right head here for Holy
活
Grail
目する
War.
といい。出陣は明日の夜明けだ。愚かな女神よ、聞こえているか？ 貴様の死が訪れるその時まで
Do you remember what it was that Cascus did when you saw her last? Do you mean in this quest line or beforehand? Time to show for showdown with the goddess.
いよいよ決戦ね。
What a great
みん
camera
なもう
angle.
準備できているって。
Oh, time to finish this. She literally imparted
全力
her
全霊で行くわよ。
the magical energy that is forming her body in this world as a servant into us and into the world so that we could utilize it to go against Ishtar.
やっと来たのね。
Also, she hugged Rin.
あなたのことだからここまでたどり着くのにだいぶ苦労したんじゃない？私の顔で生意気言ってくれるわね。そんな礼儀誰に教わったの？アーチャー？
Archer hasn't said
理解で
anything.
きないわ。どうして彼が無条件であんたの味方をするのか。最初は確かに抵抗していたわ。でもね、たとえ正義の味方だとしても
Unfortunately, I look too much like
私の
you.
魅力の前ではひれ伏さずにはいられないの。バカにしてるの？レイジを使ったんでしょ。ちょっと煽られただけでイノシシみたいに暴れ回るどこかの誰かさんと同じにしないでくれる？女神の魅力とほんの少しの交渉術を使っただけよ。私に協力するなら美と豊穣の女神として慈悲を施してあげる。もし逆らったらあなたは再び戦争の恐怖を目にすることになるって。リン、もう誰もあなたを必要としていない。あなたの悲願の
Yeah,
ために
so
もここで消えなさい。
the way the Grail works, by the way, in Fate, is there are two things. There have been people that have been pulled from being alive. The bodies made by the Grail are made and sustained, made by magical energy. Like they are flesh and blood, but they are manifestations through magical energy. So they can be disassembled, they can be like they can go into a spirit form where they can still listen in but you can't see them. They can be healed, etc. They're all through magical energy. It's the same concept here, even if it's wish power. Every time magical energy or wish power is said, you can literally you can literally like substitute one or the other. In a sense, everyone in Forest is dead, not in terms of the Grail, because their consciousness is still actively continuing. Every character in this that is from Star Rail is pulling a Stay Night Saber, basically. They are all being pulled from their moment of life, and they are still technically alive, rather than their spirit being called from the Throne of Heroes.
あんたが描く未来なんて絶対
We
に
were
実現させな
physically
い。
transported.
ハムシが神に歯向かうっていうの？ええ。だって私のサーバントには神殺しの専門家が揃っているもの。
Like that. That was the spirit form.
あんた、こう言ってたでしょ？最初から私はこの聖杯戦争から排除されていたって。だからこそ、私はこの戦争における最大のチートを使えるの。
And Grail Wars love a good cheater.
貴様との因縁、今ここで断ち切ってくれる。
へえ、ずいぶんと威勢がいいじゃない。でも金星の女神からしたら群がることしかできない虫も同然だけど。
That pride's what's gonna be your
あんた
downfall.
こそどうなの？
Once again.
かの金星の女神がアーチャーと火花に頼りっぱなしで、まるで臆病な亀みたいにずっと甲羅に隠れてるじゃない。下がりなさい、アーチャー。
いいのか？
ええ、私は神々の中で唯一無二の存在。供物であればたとえ卑小な塵であっても拒まないわ。
You know, also, it may be commercialized, but you sure did decide to do this in the literal, like, celebration of the Trailblaze and my journey specifically. By the rules of fate, I should be getting a huge power up here.
あんたが間違っていることを証明して、そしてあんたを神を超えてみせるわ。大いなる天から大いなる地に向けて天の女主人をたたえ、喜んでひざまずきなさい。
I'm sorry? Is that fucking Akila? I guess I need a boss fight. Yep, it sure is. Oh, okay. Them using Akila as a stand-in for an actual Babylonian monster is very, very fun. Rudableka! I believe, I'm gonna actually Google it, but I believe Wawa is a Babylonian sky monster. Is a giant demon and guardian of the sacred cedar forest in Mesopotamian mythology, yeah. Oh, it's also that! Yeah, no, this, Wawa is a actual, like, Babylonian thing that is big in fate. So this is the fusion between Akila, and a Babylonian creature. Why do I have this? I definitely didn't have this in my deck anymore. Oh, I see. Gilgamesh gave us a bunch of extra cards. That are the, like, if I didn't have Gay Bull, it would given me that because they gave it to us in the cutscene. Yeah, I would highly recommend to everyone watching the Fate anime, very specifically, definitely, watch Strange Fake, the recent one. It's really good, and it is, yeah, there's gonna be more of it. I would say that would give you the most context for this event, honestly. Because while a lot of the characters are from Stay Night, Ishtar is really from, I should have used that, oh well. Ishtar is really from Grand Order and Strange Fate. Gilgamesh and she get a lot more development in Strange Fake. Yeah, it has a lot more to do with this, I would say, than a lot of the other series, but all of them are good. And the Apocrypha anime is okay. Only Saber's Noble Friend. Oh, okay, yeah, because she has all of the command seals right now. Oh, you know what? I didn't get Saber like I thought I was going to. Immolate the cold-blooded shackles that the goddess binds herself to! Oh, it's just that attack. Okay.
ラッサ宝具を解放せよ
I am reading them, but you know what? I will read them out loud. Pierce through the greed concealing the eyes of the goddess. Okay. Morg!
レイジをもって命ずるギルガメ
この俺にレイジを使う気
You're
か
5,000 years too early for this.
だがその度胸は褒めて
I shall reward you, for I do love Gilgamesh.
抗うわけ
まだあがくか行けフェイカー俺に貴様の価値を証明してみよう勝手に価値を測らないでもらいたい彼女が不運にも
Yep, and now Archer has switched sides.
私は今も向こう側についていたのだがね久しいな二人ともついてこられるか我らがマスターのために時間を稼ぐまあ別に私たちで倒してしまっても構わない
そんな縁起でもないセリフを
Why'd you attack that? Why didn't you attack the big eyeball? Alright, and it's gonna be on the final phase that we unleash our noble phantasm.
I am the bone of my soul unlimited blade works
Also watch the Karano Kyokai movies. Karano Kyokai movies are really good.
イシュタルやってやるわアンガルカキガルス
Well, this is fun. I have more energy than cards I'm going to be able to use.
宝石剣光よ無限を貫け
Hey, Borg! I still love this fight.
レイジをもって命ずる
Akela's so cool.
アーチャー宝具を解放せよ
Fight for the
この
justice
世
of
界
this
の正義の
world!
ために戦いなさい
Oh. I guess. I do love the mechanics of him. The idea of like him copying all of these weapons, or yeah, weapons and abilities. There it is. Never forget this. The version of yourself you should aspire to be is always your strongest.
新象風景をいかにして具現化するか
レイジをもって命ずる
Oh, no, okay. Now it's me. Shatter all unreasonable rules! Oh, it's just gonna be the bat.
任せろ幾千の世界をかける
Meteors of this vast universe bound to me!
UK あの女に現実を思い知らせるがいい
And of course Archer is gonna be with her.
大いなる天下大いなる地に向けて
束ねる星の息吹
新たな烈日をもって天を引き裂け心臓をもらい受ける
開拓をもって
In the name of trailblazing, reveal all the tremors of the past and future!
私たちのフェイトスターリー
Star Rail Knight! I love it.
醜いな。撃たれてもなお執念でもがくか。
醜い。神として彼女の願いに応えることが間違っているの。
まだ現実が見えていないか。それこそが貴様と俺の根本的な違いだ。貴様の独りよがりからあやつに手を差し伸べた瞬間、貴様はその手で最も尊い宝を奪っていた。
で、
So I feel like this is a lot more what people expected from a Fate crossover. I do like this. It's really good. Especially with the characterization. This is a lot more of the action aspect of Fate, which while I think is cool, is not the thing that I care the most about Fate with. I like the previous event better because it really played with the idea of the history of characters and the conceptualization of their weapons and abilities. This one's the cool big fight.
一つ目は天、二つ目は地、三つ目は冥界、三者は巡り交わり、世界のあるべき姿となる。天地開闢の前の地獄であった宇宙に。これに対し懐かしい友と再会した見届け人は王爵を高く掲げてこう宣言した。早急の星よ、天を乖離せよ、死を分断せよ、七にて輝け。これがバビロニア神話の創世の叙事詩。
エヌマ・エリッシュ。
父なる神々よ、これがあなたたちがかつて目にしたものなの。だからくさびと鎖でつなぎ止め永遠に固定しようとしたのね。
And I've said it a few times. I even said it in the message right below yours. I'm doing this just because I gotta finish it. We're gonna start Monokemia on Friday, and then it'll go to Wednesdays.
凍りついた一瞬ではなく
No one pay
無限に
attention
続
to
く旅
me.
路だもの。
I actually did. I should have DM'd you again. I said it on your stream on Friday, though.
イシュタル、
I meant to DM you again about it, but
おめでとう。
brain don't work.
旅の果てにあなただけの司法を見つけられたようね。現実へ戻りなさい。私はこの世界を離れ、この願いを本来あるべき場所へ返すわ。
No, don't worry, you're fine.
まったく。そんな
I also don't know if you actually saw it.
ひどいこと言われたけど、多めに見て連れて帰ってあげないこともないわ。まあ素直に言えなかった私も悪かったし、たとえみんなを遠ざけてしまっても私は歩くのをやめない。またみんなを抱きしめるために頑張ってみせるわ。まるであんたの冥界下りの神話みたいに、宝石を全部剥ぎ取られたってまた一つずつ奪い返せばいいだけでしょ。だから今この腕にあんたのことも抱えて無事に連れ帰る。さあ、前へ進む信念を宿したその体を再び私のもとに。
I wonder if they're kind of implying that this is where the Ishtar of Esco like comes from.
絶対に私たちを無事に連れ帰りなさい。でも一体どうしたらあんな天変地異みたいな結界から地面に落ちて無傷でいられるの？
相変わらず肝心なところでヘマをするのだな。最後にもう一度だけ手を貸してやったまでだ。
ありえない。
も限界を維持できないはずでしょ。
And yet they are. They're gonna stick around this
何も不思議な
time.
ことはあるまい。ここは想像に根ざした世界なのだから。まして私は願いを叶えるためなら無条件でプライドを踏みにじれる男だ。だから最後に君の名前を教えてほしい。この冒険を心残りなく終わらせるために。
何よ、今さらしらばっくれるつもり？
私の設定は正体不明のサーバントだからな。今回も当然冗
Such a
談だ。
bitch.
まさかあの聖杯戦争の後またも私と会うことになるとは。君も相当運が悪い。こうなったからには遠坂家の厳格な礼儀作法に泥を塗らないためにも挨拶はしておくべきだろう。
まあいいか。
I do still love the way
もう一回だけ教えてあ
Archer
げる。
interacts with Rin.
それはよかった。
Because
ま
even
ったくこんな
if
時
she
くらい
didn't know who he
もっ
is,
と素直に
he
なりな
always
さいって
knows who
の。
she is.
よく覚えておきなさい。私の名前は誰にでも教えるほど安くないんだから。遠坂凛よ。よろしく頼むわ、あーちゃん。
遠坂凛。ああ、この響きは実に君に似合っている。さて、最後の見送りといこう。
まるで根性の分かれ
Archer's story really is a tragic one. He's never been my favorite character, but I understand why he's other people's.
どの世界にいたって必ずまた会えるわ。
ああ、そうなるようこれからも頑張っていくよ。
2 days later. Matinee Holy Grail War Epilogue.
そろそろ期限の7日だ。リンは帰る方法を見つけられただろうか。もしダメだったらサムに相談してみよう。
Yeah, just join the Express. I actually would not be upset at all if Rin joined the Express. View the case board, say goodbye to everyone. I will do anything that is left over for this event on stream, because it's ending short. But we'll just do whatever's left, and then stream will be. That said, epilogues in this game can go on for hours, so.
なかなか気楽な生活なこって
そう思うようにはいかないさ。むしろ僕は
Ashvale, you were
この
barely
世
in
界戦
this
争
event.
がもう少し長く続いて欲しかったくらいだ。オタクはどうだい？せっかくまた限界できたんだ。何か心残りは？
前回ブートヒルと約束したんだ。銀河一の酒場で一杯やろうってな。だがあいにくあいつの居場所を探す時間がなかった。まあ英霊なら多少の未練は残しておかねえと。でなきゃ聖杯も呼んでくれなくなる。
He's leaving this so that he can so that we can use him next time. Why didn't you say so earlier? I'll call him right now.
なら僕に任せてくれ。せっかくの誘いだ。あいつが断るはずない。
おいおい、そりゃ本当か。助かるぜ、探偵の兄ちゃん。
せっかくだし、オタクも一緒にどうだい？都合がつくならワールドエンドで会おう。
I wonder if they're just gonna be at World's End. Hey guys.
もうじきお別れか。最後まで君の政権を試せなかったのが。
This is actually even more funny now that I'm actually thinking about it, because England was represented by Alizia.
じゃあ早速。
ええ。ですが、今すぐというわけではありません。
Do you mean Ashvale? Yeah, I agree with that 100% with the way they're talking. It's also the voice actor though. Dio, he is never anything but serious. Even his sillier incarnations in Fate are like very serious characters. I mean, don't make me wait for nothing.
あ、僕も賛成だ。 ただし相棒にはとりあえず審判をお願いできるかな。君との手合わせは僕たちの決着がついた後に命果てるまで切り結ぶ。戦士にとってこれほど胸の高鳴る結末があるだろうか。
では参りましょう。ブリテンの名のもとに栄誉が我らと共にあらんことを。
Giggle mush.
遅いぞ我が財宝よ。この王の財宝が町の族どもに奪われてしまうではないか。
Still love the Chimera. You don't actually know for sure that wasn't Amphorius in England. Is law enforcement really that bad in this city?
それも道理よ。何せこの俺が治めていないのだからな。聖杯戦争は終わったが、俺はしばらくの間限界を維持できよう。身を粉にして働く覚悟を決め、俺に仕えるがいい。
Alright, goodbye, Giggle Mush. I want to go to World's End Tavern real quick and see if they're there. They would be... What's this part? If I have to tell one more person who didn't know that the Romans did rule much... Yeah, I agree. I believe I was saying that in the event. I said that to people for sure. Listen, is it still a little weird and funny that they use that? Yes. Yes, it is. But I don't know why people threw such a fit over it in the way they did. I think people are wrong about that event as a whole. That event's incredible. It's so in line to Fate and Star Rail. It's great. Morning, my Trailblazer. This is a message. If you manage to see us, please come to the rooftop of Graphy Academy again, the place where we first met. I'll be waiting for you until we officially set off. Like, everyone that I've seen complain just strikes me as the people that complain about everything in Star Rail. Especially that were complaining about Amphorius, which I, like, shut up.
来てくれると思ったわ。みんなとちゃんとお別れした？
No one has any regrets. What about you? I was planning on saying about you first. And, no, yeah. No one has any regrets. What about you?
もちろん大丈夫よ。
Oh no! Oh no! The mem hat's ruining the scene!
戦争のことを一生忘れない。時が経つのって早いわね。
It is the consistently funniest thing about using this hat, that they do not account for you having it. Isn't your magical energy all used up?
聖杯の魔力なら確かに一滴も残ってないわよ。でもあなたやみんなのおかげでこのかけがえのない大切な宝物を見つけることができた。キャストリスさんとボルシアさんが自分の現像の体を代価にその絆を最も純粋な魔力へと変え私に託してくれたの。転換の力を宿したこのルビーのペンダントを再び輝かせてくれた。これこそが私だけの一つの物語の終わりにあらゆる物質的な均衡の果てに無から生まれたもの。私が旅を続けるための力。この世のあらゆる富をかき集めたものより
It's a shame you're a collab character, so you can't actually stick
何万倍
around.
も貴重なもの。泣き、笑い、怒り、憎しみ。感情を持つ生きとし生ける者は皆存在という名の苦しい病を抱えている。けどその病がもたらす症状を受け入れ謳歌することこそが生命の躍動。これがこの銀河が私にくれた最後の答えよ。たまに顔を出そうとは思っているけど時間が経ちすぎてこのマスターのことを忘れちゃわないように。はい、これ
I mean, listen, I don't even care about any in-lore explanations for stuff. Why would they build a new area for a 2-second long sequence? Like, asset reuse is a good thing in video games. It fit, it worked for the, like, 2 minutes that we were there. Why are you complaining? That was how I felt about everyone. Time will tell. Might spoil it for you. Who knows?
それなら私だって対策を考えてあるわ。あ、忘れるところだった。最後の0時をもって命ずる。聖杯の戒律に従い、我がサーバントに規則を。
You've tried that before. I don't think it's gonna work.
該当ゲームディスクは贈与ではなく貸与である。原価は3カラットのエメラルド相当とし、返却時には利息を支払うこと。これは
Oh no, she's charging us money.
使用権を放棄したことに対する
She's charging us interest.
まあこんなところかな。補足条項はまた後ほど。うん、契約成立。これでようやく心置きなく出発できるわ。
Rin has always been my favorite of the
それじゃあ
the
また
heroines
ね。
of Stay Night.
私のトレイルブレイザー。
Wait,
まだ何か言いたいことでも？
hand over your parting gift, not a command. Ate the thing.
俺もプレゼントを用意
Fluffy
して
in
た
the blue. May this journey lead us starward.
この旅がいつか軍政にたどり着かんことを。
ずるい。それで借金をチャラにするつもり？なんて冗談よ。こんな素敵なプレゼントありがとう。ただこうなると私も返しきれないほどの借りができちゃったわ
You don't
ね。
have to.
でも大丈夫。遠坂の名誉にかけて誓うわ。私はこれからも頑張っていくから。あなたも気を緩めちゃダメよ。
That's nice enough. Certainly, Reen.
私のサーバントなんだから。
I wanted to do the master, but Rin flashes her to
この旅がいつ
to
か軍
Archer.
政にたどり着かんこ
So I
と。
like that parallel there.
もちろんこのまま立ち去るなんて私らしくないわ。みんなが自分だけの一番大切なものを見つけられますように。さて、この旅で得た魔力は十分すぎるほどあるし、ちょっとだけ贅沢しちゃおっと。やっぱりパワーを使うのって気持ちいいわね。次の世界でどうするかは
Alright, so I mean, this is setting this up that she's still going to be around for when we do the third Fate event. Seba! You see, it's sent. Here's what went down. Lord Fine and I had ourselves an absolutely epic showdown, but unfortunately Amphorius is beckoning him, so he can't stick around to help you recover your lost treasures. That's why I, as a servant, am here. It's my master's final wish. For convenience's sake, let's meet at the detective agency again. Just like during our adventures in the dreamscape, let's fight side by side once more. Alright, so I am gonna get, saber usage. A game definitely unrelated to any Holy Grail War. A fantasy action visual novel pretty famous in Plain Arcadia fandom. The premise looks awfully similar to Fate Stay Night, but for certain grown-up reasons, it's absolutely totally unrelated. I love descriptions in this game. I actually think it's very interesting that the Trailblazers say, "May ancestor arc really protect you." Like, it's something about how they think about it, and it relates to her relationship to legacy from her ancestor. And it's yes, no, it is definitely hearkening to Amphorius and the idea of the Magi passing things down to each other, for sure. I just, may this journey lead us starward, will always be what I pick when it is an option. Tell me, are you my servant?
今回は主従の契約を結んでおりませんが、かつて交わした誓いに変わりはあり
I
ません。
really like Saber in the concept of, or in the context of Star Rail. I know I said this before. I am a, well, I was a Saber hater. This game kind of turned me around on it. Flip a coin on heads, gain a random buff, draw a card, and flip again until you get tails? Goodbye, Roias. Get out of here. The Holy Grail reflects the image of a past formidable foe. Defeat them, complete infinite trial challenges, and obtain trial rewards. Is there any story left? Doesn't actually seem like it, unfortunately. All these cards. Why is this highlighted? Oh, I should be able to check the bar now, too. Yeah, it is interesting. Like, everybody that's not from Amphoria seems to actually just still be around. Well, let's wait till everybody actually loads in. Oh, they're there.
俺、あの金ピカのところのお宝だ。まさに極上の中の極上。ようやく俺たちにお鉢が回ってきた。
ほう、それをどこで？
あいつ、通りを丸ごと買収して、ギルグルメ通りなんつうふざけた名前にしたんだが、この一本はそこで買ったわけじゃなく、危険を冒して俺がこっそり隠しておいたやつさ。どうだ、味は？
I definitely thought there was more left to the event.
あいにく僕は口下手でね。あえて言うなら神ってとこかな。餅は餅屋にだ。こういう発酵させた飲み物の品評はカーボーイに任せるのがいい。
You know if Gilgamesh or the others are on the street somewhere or not? They didn't say if they were going anywhere, so probably not. It would only be Gil and Kukuba that we haven't found. Final, they said faded away. We know Archer is gone because of the conversation with Rin. Rin left. Yeah, I don't think anybody else would do that. I guess I was wrong about Archer. He just had a big goodbye with Rin and then is still here. Are they still here? Do I have to wait for them to load back in? Okay, I think they're actually gone. Is there anything upstairs? Here, is this? No, I guess this isn't. Is Yagwang's room on the other side? Yagwang's here somewhere. There she is. But yeah, I don't see, the Fady boys. Gilgamesh might be somewhere then, honestly. If Kujuba isn't Equilibrium, her name means rotten leaves, which might have a hidden meaning, or could simply refer to the color her hair is. The thing with name meanings is name meanings both mean a lot and nothing. It very much, like, fully depends on intent, and sometimes the intent is to deceive. Select 3 fixes and clear. Okay, so do big hard mode. These are all the abilities we got. These are all the... Okay, these are just all our abilities. What does Saber do? Immediately use an ultimate that does 800% damage. After using any card, the required magical energy decreases by 1? Oh, okay. Starts with 40. Got it. Deal 100% damage. If not in possession of Victorious Slash, obtain 1 and increase the magical energy required for Victorious Slash. 75% back. Gain magical energy this turn. Time to victorious life team one. Let's definitely do one match so we can show off Saber, if nothing else. I feel like you guys will be easy. Unlocks deep corruption after corruption 3. Okay. So unfortunately, I guess I have to do everything twice. You can adjust the lineup freely. I'm good. The combat event is you can apply like difficulty curses on yourself, as always is. Every 8 cards used, Saber gains 1 point of magical energy. The tally carries over between turns. Each card played reduces the magical energy requirement for Mana Burst. And manage your magical energy wisely and unleash the Holy Sword's full power. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's just her, moves. Okay, so this just keeps coming back with higher cost. I like that. It means you're never gonna, like, run out of stuff to do in that way. Don't worry, Rin, I believe in you. You can be cool, I promise. Aww. Oh, that's so unfortunate. At the very least, we got victory slash. I think it might be foreshadowing in Treadleather going from regular to purple to red. That's something I'd expect to be part of the kit. For this glow sticks do actually change color. I'm definitely interested to see what they continue to do with the characterization of Treadleather. I am very happy with what we have seen so far. I like where the story is going. I do think I think Plain Arcadia wasn't as good as Amphorius, but like Amphorius was incredible. It's hard to match it. And Plain Arcadia's been good so far. The last 2 patches also got a lot better. Damn. Oh, it's in Kidu! I was wondering what it was. I'm stupid. I took a lot of damage by not getting rid of those. Guys, can you give me some actual fucking cards, please? Well, I should pay more attention to what things actually do. Woof. I lost that purely because I let so many of those be discarded and took damage from all of them. Ikuzu Kanaba! I do gotta learn how the new Saber Gilgamesh team works. Can I get just a few actual damage cards, please? Ugh. No, you need to go more. I think this is going better. If we are doing IPC stuff, I hope this isn't like the full IPC storyline. Because I have been excited for that for a while, and I don't want it to just like be a tool for a different story. Fuck off! Fuck off! Alright, so Saber is not the best one to fight these guys with. Let's try a different fight with her. Let's fight our Jumpy. Now, I guess I have taken out like every sustain item that I have, but you know. More proof of friendship. Let's go! Let's go! Wow, this item has the potential to just be broken. I gotta say though, I do think Saber might be the worst unit of the four so far. I guess like Mana Burst is gonna do a ton of damage, but the build up for Gate of Babylon is similar and just feels better. I do think Gil is still like the best one to use. Infinite weapons on Archer is also fun though. Metropolis is where the traditional product department headquarters is, which is kind of like both a retirement home, but also home of a billion niche industries that drop below a certain profitability, so it's packed with artisans and experts. I'm excited to see it. The IPC is interesting, if nothing else. Shame. Proof of friendship! Yes! Aww. Oh, we can use Mana Burst. Hold on, I want to use it for 0. Ekuzu Kadaba! Yay! Okay, and then there's 2 more stages of it. Infinite Trial. Okay, so you do have to clear the big ones. Alright, well... Saber standing around here? No. Alright, well, yeah, I really liked this event. I liked the first one a little bit better, but that's because just the integration of the Star Rail lore with everything felt so good to me. You know what? You know what? We're gonna streamer luck this. Let's do it. Let's finish it off with a roll for Rin. Oh, okay, wait. We did switch over to Ceridra. I do kind of want her E1, but I think I'd want Rin more than that. Their E1 isn't actually that needed for the Himiko team. Streamer luck? No streamer luck. Okay. We had to try, right? We had to try. Wait. Wait, hold on. We can do another. We can do one more roll now. No. All right. That will be it for today. A little shorter stream. I do apologize for that, but sometimes it is simply what it is, and I don't have a Monokemi 2 quite ready to go yet. But Monokemi 2 will be starting on Friday. I'm very excited for that. I adored Monokemi when we played it. Cinda really showed me a new world there. It's great. And then in White Guardian and the Red Alchemist, I got to see Raze, who is the protagonist of Monokemi 2, or the male protagonist anyway. And so I'm excited to see him again because I really liked him in that, and I want to see his character development through it. But that will be all for today. So thank you all very much for coming, and I'll see you all again in the future. Bye-bye now.